Today we will read about problems faced by silk growers and profits earned by silk agents. What were the problems faced by silk growers and how the silk traders earned huge profits through this trade? So listen carefully. In those days, there was great demand of Indian silk in the whole world due to its finer variety. India was famous for its cotton and silk textile in the world market. And in those days, there was great demand of Indian silk in the world market. So traders sent their agents to give loans to the silk growers. Traders sent their agents to give loans. लोन देके ये उनको लालच देते थे. Traders sent their agents to give loans to silk growers. ये लोग इतने गरीब होते थे, लोन एक्सेप्ट कर लेते थे, सोचते थे कि बाद में देखा जाएगा जो होगा. Traders sent agents to give loans to silk growers. And in those days, silk growers, कहाँ के silk growers की बात मैं करूंगी? हजारीबाग. In those days, Santhals, tribal people थे, Santhals of Hazaribagh of Santhals of, एक मिनट. In those days, Santhals tribal, Santhals of Hazaribagh in Jharkhand reared cocoons. Santhals of Hazaribagh in Jharkhand reared cocoons. Agents of company gave them loans and collected cocoons. These growers were given only 3 to 4 rupees for 1,000 of cocoons. Listen again. Silk growers and traders. इसमें आपने पढ़ना है Indian silk and Indian cotton textile was famous in the whole world. There was great demand of Indian silk in those days in the world market due to its finer variety. Agents of the traders gave loans to the silk growers to collect cocoons from them. In those days, Santhals of Hazaribagh in Jharkhand reared cocoons. They were given 3 to 4 rupees for thousands of cocoons. सिर्फ इनको 3 से 4 रुपए इनको मिलते थे for thousands of cocoons. Whereas traders sold them at 5 times the price. Traders sold them at 5 times the price. 5 गुना महंगा करके बेचते थे traders. तो किनसे 3 to 4 rupees 1,000 cocoons का किसको पे करते थे? Growers. And then traders sold them 3 to 5 times the price. So traders earned huge profits, and growers, they had to face lots of problems. They were burdened with debt. Growers were not able to pay back the loans of these traders. They had to sell their cocoons. They had to sell their cocoons to the traders at cheap rate. 3 to 4 rupees they were given for thousands of cocoons. सोचो कितना लॉस हुआ silk traders को, silk growers को. And traders, they earned huge profits. So these silk growers also turned against the Dikus. Silk traders means Santhal tribal people. They also turned against Dikus. Dikus means outsiders. ये traders ही तो Dikus थे. So they also turned against traders. Santhals भी किसके against हो गए? Traders के against. And they protested. इन्होंने भी protest करने शुरू कर दिए. अब what happened? अब हमने पढ़ना है बिरसा मुंडा के बारे में. Birsa was born in 1870. Birsa was born in 1870 and he belonged to very poor family. He went to missionaries. He went to missionary school and heard Munda could attain the kingdom of heaven. He went to missionary school. और वहां पे उसने जाके सुना कि मुंडा कुड अटेन, क्या अटेन कर सकते हैं? मुंडा कुड अटेन द किंगडम ऑफ हेवन इफ दे बिकेम गुड क्रिश्चियंस. क्योंकि मिशनरीज जो थी ना, क्रिश्चियन मिशनरीज, इनको भी डिक्कूज कहा गया है. ये ट्राइबल्स, इनको भी डिक्कूज ही कहते थे. मिशनरीज के लोगों को भी डिक्कूज कहा गया क्योंकि मिशनरीज ऑलवेज क्रिटिसाइज्ड दीज ट्राइबल पीपल. मिशनरीज इनको हमेशा क्रिटिसाइज करती होती थी. तो बिरसा का बर्थ कब हुआ? 1870 में. बिलोंग्ड टू पुअर फैमिली. मिशनरी स्कूल गया, वहां पे उसने सुना कि मुंडा कुड अटेन द किंगडम ऑफ हेवन. बट कब? जब वो अच्छे बन जाएंगे. ट्राइबल्स क्या बन जाएंगे? मुंडास. व्हेन दे बिकेम गुड क्रिश्चियंस एंड गेव अप देयर बैड हैबिट्स. He also spent some time in the company of Vaishnav preacher. पहले तो क्रिश्चियन मिशनरी के स्कूल गया, वहां पे उसने क्या सुना कि मुंडास कुड अटेन किंगडम ऑफ हेवन. कब? When they became good Christians and gave up their bad practices. Then Birsa Munda also accompanied the Vaishnav preacher. वैष्णव प्रीचर के साथ भी रहा वो, और वहां पे उसने ही वोर सेक्रेड थ्रेड. जैसे जनेऊ नहीं पहन लेते, ही वोर सेक्रेड थ्रेड. उसने थ्रेड भी पहना, सेक्रेड थ्रेड पहना वैष्णव प्रीचर के पास. एंड बिगन टू वैल्यू द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ प्योरिटी. क्योंकि ये ट्राइबल्स थे ना, लॉट्स ऑफ बैड हैबिट्स थे इन लोगों को. नो बिरसा ही first of all he spent his time with missionaries. Then he joined the company of Vaishnav preacher. He wore sacred thread and he gave importance to the value of purity. अब इसने अपने लोगों को क्या क्या बोला? In 1895 he encouraged his followers to recover their golden past, सतयुग, एज ऑफ ट्रूथ. इन 1895 उसने अपने लोगों को इनकरेज किया कि हम अपना गोल्डन पीरियड वापस लाएंगे. विच पीरियड? सतयुग पीरियड, पीरियड ऑफ ट्रूथ. सतयुग का मतलब पीरियड ऑफ ट्रूथ. टू रिकवर द गोल्डन पीरियड, सतयुग, एज ऑफ ट्रूथ. ही talked of golden age in the past when these people lived honestly and did not believe in violence. उसने कहा पास्ट में हम लोग जब पहले हम लोग थे तो हम कैसे रहते थे? हमारे ancestors honestly and they did not believe in violence. वो सारा पास्ट बता रहा था कि हमारा पास्ट जो था वो कैसा था, कैसे हमारे ancestors थे. वो ऑनेस्ट थे, किलिंग में बिलीव नहीं करते थे, एक दूसरे को मारने में, वायलेंस में बिलीव नहीं करते थे. मीन्स वो अपने लोगों को इम्प्रूव कर रहा था. बिकॉज ही स्टेड हिज टाइम इन द कंपनी ऑफ वैष्णव प्रीचर एंड देन ही वेंट टू मिशनरी स्कूल एंड ही लर्नड फ्रॉम द मिशनरी स्कूल and from the in the company of Vaishnav preacher and he wanted to improve his people, वो अपने लोगों में इम्प्रूवमेंट लाना चाहता था. Encourage them, उनको encourage किया कि recover the past, golden period वापस लाएंगे, सतयुग, ठीक है, एज ऑफ ट्रुथ. और वो एज ऑफ ट्रुथ कैसी थी? Then these people lived honestly and they did not believe in violence. वायलेंस में ये लोग तब बिलीव नहीं करते थे. He encouraged his people to give up the drinking liquor. इसने अपने लोगों को कहा कि लीकर पीना छोड़ दो, मीन्स वाइन. लिकर मीन्स वाइन. To give up their drinking habits. He encouraged his people to give up their drinking habits, give up drinking liquor, and clean the villages. क्योंकि ये लोग क्लैनिनेस में भी बिलीव नहीं करते थे. Encourage their people to clean the villages. उसने कहा अगर पास को लाना है ना, सतयुग वापस लाना है, तो अपनी कुछ आदतें सुधारो. Give up drinking liquor, and then he asked them to give importance to the cleanliness and clean the villages. तो ये सब कुछ कहाँ से सीखा बिरसा ने? When he spent his time with Christian missionaries and when he joined the company of Vaishnav preacher and he gave the messages, encouraged the people of his community to follow all these, give up drinking habits and to give importance to the cleanliness, live honestly, did not believe in violence. तो ऐसे वाले messages दिए. The aim of his movement was to drive out dickus. But main aim उसकी movement का क्या था बिरसा की? To drive out dickus. Dickus को अपने एरिया में से बाहर करना. क्योंकि ये सब लोग किसके अगेंस्ट थे? Though he spent his time with Christian missionaries, though he spent his time with in the company of the Vaishnav preacher, but he was against dickus. बिरसा भी dickus के अगेंस्ट था. The main aim of his movement, जो भी इसने movement launch की, मुंडा ने, बिरसा मुंडा, he was against dickus and wanted to drive out. इनको अपने एरियाज में से निकालना चाहते थे. And his followers wanted to set up मुंडा राज. उसके फॉलोअर्स जो थे वो कैसा रूल सेटअप करना चाहते थे? मुंडा राज. His followers wanted to set up मुंडा राज. Now British were worried to see this. अब ब्रिटिश को ये देख के सब ब्रिटिश वरीड हो रहे थे कि कहीं सच में ये लोग प्रोटेस्ट ही ना करते. His followers wanted to set up मुंडा राज. मुंडा राज लाना चाहते थे and due to this British were worried and they arrested Birsa in 1895. ब्रिटिश ने 1895 में बिरसा को अरेस्ट कर लिया and released him 1897. Means Birsa spent 2 years in the jail. His followers wanted to set up which Raj? Munda Raj. Due to this, British were worried and they arrested Birsa Munda in 1895. And in 1897, Birsa was freed from the jail. इसे जेल से निकाल दिया after 2 years. He spent 2 years in the jail. And Birsa after 2 years he was released, and then he and his followers attacked the police stations. बिरसा और उसके फॉलोअर्स ने पुलिस स्टेशंस पे अटैक किए. हाउसेज ऑफ मनी लैंडर्स आल्सो, दे अटैक्ड द हाउसेज ऑफ मनी लैंडर्स एंड जमींदार्स, एंड दे रेज्ड अ फ्लैग, white flag, symbol of Birsa Raj. His followers attacked the police stations, attacked the houses of zamindars, means dikkus के घरों पे अटैक किए. zamindars, money lenders के घरों पे अटैक and raised the white flag. That was the symbol of Birsa Raj. अब white कलर का पहला फ्लैग जो था वो लहराया and that was the symbol of Birsa Raj. In 1900, Birsa died. बिरसा की डेथ कब हुई? 1900. In 1900, Birsa died. And what happened? His movement forced the colonial government to introduce law. Uski movement, Birsa forced colonial government to introduce the law. Which law? That land of tribals not to be taken by Dikkus. His movement forced British to introduce the law that the land of tribals would not be taken by Dikkus. Tribal की land Dikkus नहीं ले पाएंगे. And his movement also showed that tribals had capacity to protest against injustice. उसकी movement ने एक और बात शो की कि tribals जो है ना उनमें कैपेसिटी है टू फाइट अगेंस्ट द इनजस्टिस. वो अपने हैंड ज्वाइन कर लेते हैं और इनजस्टिस के अगेंस्ट लड़ाई कर सकते हैं. सो दिस वाज स्टार्ट बाय बिरसास मूवमेंट. लिसन अगेन, बिरसा ट्राइबल था, मुंडा ट्राइब का बाद में ये मुंडा ट्राइब का बना लीडर. एंड बिरसा एक पुअर फैमिली को बिलोंग करता था. 1870 में इसका बर्थ हुआ. सबसे पहले किसको ज्वाइन किया? क्रिश्चियन मिशनरी स्कूल गया. देन ही ज्वाइन द कंपनी ऑफ वैष्णव प्रीचर एंड ही लर्न द वैल्यू ऑफ प्योरिटी. encouraged his people to give up the drinking habits, excessive drinking habits. इसने कहा छोड़ दो ये आदतें. encourage them for cleanliness, to clean the villages, live honestly, not to believe in violence. ऐसे वाले मैसेजेस दिए. बट he was against Dikkus. Dikkus के अगेंस्ट था. He wanted to drive them out of the area. Dikkus के अगेंस्ट था. His followers, जो उसके followers थे, they wanted to establish Munda Raj. British were worried about this. They arrested him, sent him behind the bar in 1895. Birsa was released in 1897. His followers attacked police station. They turned violent. Birsa तो कहता था violent होना नहीं है, but his followers turned violent, attacked police stations, houses of जमींदार्स, मनी लैंडर्स, इनके घरों पे अटैक करने शुरू कर दिए. ठीक है. एंड रेज्ड अ वाइट फ्लैग. एंड वाइट फ्लैग लहरा दिया, सिंबल ऑफ बिरसा राज, मुंडा राज. नेक्स्ट, बिरसा डाइड इन 1900. 1900 में उसकी डेथ हो गई. बट ही टॉट टू थिंग्स. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, ही फोर्स्ड ब्रिटिश नॉट टू, Dikkus were not allowed to have control on the lands of tribals. Dikkus tribals की land पे अपना control नहीं कर पाएंगे. Next, he also taught that अगर problem आती है तो tribals had capacity. They could join their hands to fight against injustice. वो injustice के against अपनी आवाज उठा सकते हैं by joining their hands. So this is about the whole chapter. We have done whole chapter. Now come to the back topics. Yesterday you have done what problems did shifting cultivators face. You have done. If you are having any problem, you can raise your hand and ask. Problems faced by shifting cultivators, you can write according to your choice. You have read the whole chapter. आप अपने आप देखो आप क्या points बनाना चाहते हो. Shifting cultivators को वैसे तो क्या consider करते थे British? Uncivilized. ठीक है? Because they moved from one place to another. And British could not collect revenue from the land because assessment was not done on such land. And British wanted to put restrictions on this type of occupation. Shifting cultivation पे ban किया. In this, people burnt the forest areas, and British feared that their timber would also get burnt. So they put various restrictions on this occupation. There were clashes between shifting cultivators and British. These shifting cultivators had to move to other areas, which were later given to them by the British. Their areas became very limited. British introduced reserved forests, and in these forests, these people were not allowed to enter. So due to this, these people had to face lots of problems. यही reason बने ना इनमें clashes हुए. Next, powers of tribal changed under the colonial rule. कितना easy है. Before the coming of colonial government, tribal chiefs led very happy life. बहुत अच्छी life, economic powers थी. ये नहीं लिखना इसमें तो after वाला पूछा है, वैसे बता रही हूँ. had full control over their territory, है ना, administrative powers थी, economic powers थी, could frame policies, है ना, and make laws for the forest land. ये सब कुछ आप बता सकते हो ट्राइबल्स का. फिर आप बताओगे बट विद द कमिंग ऑफ ब्रिटिश इनकी दे लॉस देयर पावर्स. अब कौन कौन सी जो मैंने अभी बोली है वो सारी इनकी पावर्स छिन गई. दे लॉस द अथॉरिटी, दे लॉस देयर इकोनॉमिक पावर्स. They could not make rules for the land, for the areas under forest areas. They had to follow the rules made by British. They had to pay tributes to the British. कहाँ वो पहले rules बनाते थे? No, they had to follow the rules made by British. They had to pay tributes to the British. अब उन्हें ब्रिटिश को tributes भी देने थे. ठीक है, तो इस वे से आप ये वाला टॉपिक लिखोगे. नेक्स्ट, अब आ गया आपका व्हाट अकाउंट्स फॉर द एंगर ऑफ ट्राइबल्स अगेंस्ट डिकूज. व्हाट अकाउंट्स फॉर द एंगर ऑफ द ट्राइबल्स अगेंस्ट डिकूज. अब इसमें आप सबसे पहले बताओगे ट्राइबल्स कंसिडर्ड मिशनरीज, ट्राइबल्स कंसिडर्ड मिशनरीज, moneylenders, Hindu landlords. Tribals considered missionaries, moneylenders, Hindu landlords, and British government as ticus. Tribals ticus कहते किसको थे? Tribals considered, सिर्फ ब्रिटिश को ही नहीं कहते थे, हिंदू लैंडलॉर्ड्स को भी कहते थे. Tribals considered missionaries, Hindu landlords, moneylenders, and British government as ticus. Now on page number 49, note down some points here. Page number 49, यहाँ पे आप यही बता सकते हो लैंड, क्योंकि जिस जिसको हमने डिकूज बोला ना सबकी प्रॉब्लम सबका बताएंगे कैसे वो इनको तंग करते थे. लैंड पॉलिसीज ऑफ ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट, वर डिस्ट्रॉइंग देयर ट्रेडिशनल लैंड सिस्टम. लैंड पॉलिसीज ऑफ ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट वर डिस्ट्रॉइंग देयर ट्रेडिशनल लैंड सिस्टम. Hindu landlords and moneylenders were taking over their land. Hindu landlords and moneylenders were taking over their land. Missionaries were criticizing their traditional culture. मैंने जिस जिसको डिकूज बोला ना उसी के बारे में बताया कि ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट कैसे इनको तंग कर रही थी. मनी लैंडर्स क्या कर रहे थे? दे वर टेकिंग देयर लैंड्स, एंड क्रिश्चियन मिशनरीज दे वर क्रिटिसाइजिंग देयर ट्रेडिशनल कल्चर. वो इनके कल्चर को क्रिटिसाइज करते थे, तभी तो ये लोग इनके अगेंस्ट थे. नेक्स्ट, ड्यू टू दीज रीजंस. अब आप बता दो कि ड्यू टू, क्योंकि ये वाले रीजंस ही थे कि ये लोग इनसे हेट करते थे. ड्यू टू दीज रीजंस ट्राइबल्स वांटेड टू ड्राइव आउट डिकूज, द डिकूज, and they saw them as the cause of their misery. They saw them as the cause of their misery. Tribals considered, किसको consider करते थे? डिकूज, मिशनरीज, हिंदू लैंडलॉर्ड्स, मनी लैंडर्स एंड ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट. ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट क्या कर रही थी? लैंड पॉलिसीज जो फ्रेम की थी ना, दे वर नॉट इन द फेवर ऑफ दीज पीपल. एंड मनी लैंडर्स एंड हिंदू लैंडलॉर्ड्स टेकिंग ओवर देयर लैंड. Christian missionaries criticized their traditional cultures. ये सारे reasons थे. Due to these reasons, tribals wanted to drive out Bhikkhus. ये इनको वहाँ से बाहर निकालना चाहते थे. They considered them as the cause of their misery. इनको लगता था कि हमारा जो जितने भी हमें problems आ रही हैं ना, उसका reason ये Bhikkhus है. They considered them as the cause of their misery. Next, what was Birsa's vision of golden age? Why do you think such a vision appealed to the people of the region? Birsa's vision of golden age. What was his? मैंने अभी बताया Birsa's vision of golden age. Can anyone give this answer? Birsa's vision of golden age. बिरसास क्या कैसा उसका विजन था? बिरसास विजन ऑफ वेरी गुड. एंजल, यस. कितने बच्चों के हैंड अप हो गए? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल एंजल. यस एंजल, अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ एंड गिव सम पॉइंट्स.
Birsa Munda said his type said his community to be well mannered, forward. He raised that they should clean the villages.
उनकी आदतें जो थी वो सुधारना चाहता था. वेरी गुड. पहले के लोग क्योंकि ऐसे नहीं थे, वो क्लीनिनेस में बिलीव करते थे, गोल्डन पीरियड वाले लोग. नेक्स्ट जयंत. यस, हरी अप जयंत, गिव सम मोर पॉइंट. जयंत.
Birsa's vision of the golden age was to bring back the Satyug.
Very good.
He asked his community to give up violence and give up their bad habits.
Oh, drinking. Yes. Very good. बहुत अच्छे बच्चे.
He asked people to give importance to cleanliness as their ancestors did. He encouraged
non-violence ancestors किसमें believe करते थे?
To bring back this.
Very good जयंत. Clap for you. कर दो बच्चे, जयंत के लिए क्लैपिंग कर दो. वहाँ बैठे बैठे कर दो. वेरी गुड जयंत एंड एंजल. थैंक यू. बोथ ऑफ यू आर वेरी गुड. अब मैं करवाऊंगी बी पार्ट. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई विल रिपीट एंड देन बी पार्ट रघुबीर एंड प्रॉब्लम विल गिव, वेदांती विल गिव द आंसर, मान्या विल गिव द आंसर. ओके, थैंक यू. Now, first of all, A part, I'm going to repeat it again. Listen carefully. What was Birsa's vision of a golden age? Birsa's vision of golden age. Birsa's vision of golden age was the arrival of the time. Was the arrival of the time when the tribals. Was the arrival of the time when the tribals would have their land free of Bhikkhus. Was the arrival of the time when tribals had their land free of Bhikkhus. Bhikkhus से उनकी लैंड फ्री थी. And regain their lost glory. Was the arrival of the time when tribals would have their land free of Bhikkhus, कि उनकी लैंड Bhikkhus से फ्री होएगी, and regain their lost glory. He talked about the age when tribals would not kill each other. He talked about the age, जो भी जयंत ने पॉइंट बताया वही, एंजल ने बताया वही. Talked about the age when people did not believe in violence. You can write like this: people did not believe in violence, live honest life, है ना. नेक्स्ट, अब बी पार्ट इज, ये तो उसका सपना था. बी पार्ट इज, व्हाई डू यू थिंक सच अ विजन अपील्ड टू द पीपल ऑफ द रीजन? क्या उसका ये जो हम कहेंगे कि विजन था उसका लोगों को अपील किया? डू यू थिंक दिस विजन अपील्ड टू द पीपल ऑफ द रीजन? इसमें हम बताएंगे his vision appealed to the people of the region as they believed. His vision appealed to the people of the region as they believed. As they believed that unfair laws and policies of the Dikus, that unfair laws and policies of Dikus brought misery for them, as they believed that unfair laws and policies of the Dikus brought misery for them, they will lead a peaceful life only when they will regain their land. They will lead a peaceful life. वो तब जाके peaceful life जी पाएंगे when they will lead a peaceful life only when they will regain their land. They will lead a peaceful life only when they will regain their land. Only when they will regain their land. Listen again. Birsa's vision of golden age was the arrival of the time when tribals would have their land free of Dikus and regain their lost glory. He talked about the age when tribals would not believe in violence and live honest life. His vision appealed to the people of the region as they believed that unfair laws and policies of Dikus brought misery for them. They will lead a peaceful life only when they will regain, R-E-G-A-I-N, only when they will regain their land. उतनी देर वो पीसफुल लाइफ नहीं जी पाएंगे जब तक वो इन डिफूज से अपनी लैंड वापस नहीं ले लेंगे. ठीक है, उतनी देर ये लोग पीसफुल लाइफ, ये लोग ट्राइबल्स विल नॉट लीड अ पीसफुल लाइफ till they will not get their land from the Dikus, regain their land from the Dikus. अब Dikus पता चल गए सिर्फ ब्रिटिश नहीं थे, मनी लैंडर्स, हिंदू लैंडलॉर्ड्स and missionaries. Is it clear? So thank you for listening.